And I want to start with you, Ruchit. The information we're picking up is that the assessment criteria is going to be your previous exams. Do you think that's fair? Will you be happy with that kind of an assessment criteria?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I believe that this kind of criteria will support the students who have been consistent in their performance. And why shouldn't they get credit for all the hard work that they've done in the past? So I believe it is a good medium to judge how well the students adapt to concepts. And we can use the class 10th exams because these were external exams, and even the class 11th exams, and see how well the students have performed.
Mr. Rishi Gandhi, would you agree with that? You know, the worry is that maybe some students didn't give it their all in the previous exams and they were planning to perhaps put in all the effort in the class 12 board exams. Do you think that's a concern that many students will be voicing now?
Absolutely. I think from the anxiety regarding whether the exams would be held or not, the current focus has shifted on concern about disparity in marking, especially for good children who feel totally at a loss, and they, since in the absence of any well-defined criteria till date, they feel really, at sea. But what I personally feel is that, one, I have reiterated this earlier also, that marks are in no way a yardstick to your success in life.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this is a very peculiar situation. The many universities, including Delhi University, they are considering of tweaking their system of admissions, considering the current scenario in mind. And we have always been a very student-centric and a child-friendly system. CBSE has also taken all possible efforts to ensure that students' future or students' concerns are not compromised at any level. So a very objective system of assessment with a very well-qualified team is under consideration. And I'm sure they'll give weightage to class 10th, which was the first public exam that children appeared for, and class 11th and 12th. And as you rightly said, if the child has been consistent throughout, he has no reasons to worry. And secondly, another chance is, of course, available to students when situation improves, that they can reappear, they can appear for the board exam, if they feel like. So all is not lost.
The reason I ask this question is there are many students out there. I was one of those students who would, give it my all for the board exams, before that perhaps slack off. The problem here, and I'd like to bring in Dr. Jyoti Gupta also on this. Dr. Gupta, many of the students may find this to be unfair because it's been, one whole year of uncertainty. In that one whole year, there have been, a lot of assessments, a lot of exams that perhaps they haven't been able to give their best for.
So I have a slightly contrarian view to this. Okay. According to me, the children, when they are in 10th and when they are in 12th, there is a lot of difference in their performance. Yes, the consistent performers are there, but if you pick up the top 1,000 children of CBSE in 10th, and you pick up the top 1,000 children of CBSE in 12th, there would be very few common in between. So the children who take up subjects like liberal arts, they take up subjects like the vocational subjects, skill subjects, they give their best shots in 11th and 12th when they are taking the subjects of their choices. So they really perform well at that point of time. It is going to be unfair for the children who have probably not done well in 10th to be taking their historic performance and linking it with class 12 now. You rightly say that the children have gone through a lot of turmoil this year. There are privileged children who have been fortunate to study online, give the online examinations. There are many others whose families were also disturbed. We've seen that a lot of families have a lot of loss and grief. It is not going to be fair on those children who have consistently not performed during the year. Having said that, the pre-board exams that happened in most schools are a good yardstick to measure the performance of the children. Also, some bit can be taken from their regular tests and exams that have happened throughout the year in one or the other form. Now, linking class 11, because class 11, mostly the children are preparing for their competitive examinations. They are not very serious about scoring in class 11 because they have their eyes, fixed
on class
the
12 boards.
SAT examinations, JEE examinations,
Yeah.
NEET examinations. So they keep the academics of class 11 to a level where they do well, but not as well as their capacity or capability is. So if we see the peaks, the children peak in 10th, then they come down in 11th, then they peak in 12th again. And also there are a lot of children in 12th as well. Those whose focus is on the competitive examinations. So they may not be as high scorers in class 12th as they were in 10th. Because in 10th, they may have got very good marks, but once their focus shifts, they also kind of, start preparing for their competitive examinations. And they are good with 80-85% also, because that is what is required of them in board examinations.
No, these are
Or
very